Hey, scientist! Since I last saw you, I've been so excited about finding the seeds in my sunflower plant. I really want to start growing more flowers to decorate my studio, but this seed doesn't seem to be growing into anything at all. Is there a plant in here somewhere? Eggs just hatch on their own. Why doesn't this seed just crack open into a new plant? What do we have to do to get this plant to grow? What's that, Mia? She says, we might need to put in some soil first. Huh. Maybe plants grow a little differently than animals do. Do you know what this seed needs to grow into a plant? Let's find out and see how its life cycle is different from other living things. Okay, I've put the seed in a pot with soil, but I still don't see any growth. Maybe soil isn't the only thing the seed needs to help it grow. I wonder if it needs a little energy boost to start growing. We learned plants make their own food. Maybe that's what this seed needs to get started. Do you remember the 3 things plants need to make their food? Yes, air, sunlight, and water. Okay, I've moved the seed into the sun and given it a little water. Let's see if that does the trick. Wow, that's it. Look, now the seed is sprouting a tiny root and a stem. Once it's big and strong enough, the little sprout will break through the soil above ground. When we can see its little stem and leaves, it has become what we call a seedling. If we continue to give our seedling plenty of air, water, and sunlight, it will keep growing and growing. Once the plant grows a flower, it has reached the adult stage of its life. This flower is so beautiful, but this one looks a little different from its parent plant. I don't see any seeds. That's strange. I think this plant has everything it needs: soil, water, air, and sunlight. Is something missing that could help it make seeds? Instead of seeds, this sunflower has some sticky yellow powder in the middle. Have you ever seen something like that on a flower before? Uh-oh. Achoo! It's pollen. A flower needs to get pollen from another flower in order to grow its seeds. But how does that happen? I know that plants can move a little bit, very slowly, but I don't think that they can move enough to find another flower and swap pollen. Do you think they have help? Maybe something needs to swoop in to move the pollen between flowers, like a tiny animal. Oh no, a bee flew into the studio. Shoo! Wait, it looks like it's landing on the flower. Let's see what it does. See that yellow powder all over this bee? That's pollen too. This bee, a pollinator, moves pollen between all kinds of flowers when it visits them to collect food. Other bugs and animals do this too. Can you think of any? Butterflies and hummingbirds are also pollinators. They move pollen around when they drink the flower's nectar. Now this flower can finally make its seeds. Then its life cycle can begin again with a new baby sunflower plant. But what happens if a plant keeps its seeds inside a fruit? How might this last step be a little different? When an apple tree blooms with flowers in the spring, pollinators like bees and butterflies help move pollen from flower to flower. After pollination, the flowers start turning into apples, with seeds growing safely inside the fruit. My new sunflower plant is so beautiful. I couldn't have made it bloom without your help, scientist. Until next time, keep creating. And I'll see you again in the science studio.
Hey!